Hey, hello, good evening. Welcome to E-MPROV. It's E-MPROV. That means it's online improv. It's improv combined with electricity. I don't want to spend too much time talking about why most improv is improv. I'll talk about it a little bit. Most improv does involve electricity, and so it is technically improv. Most people don't know that, and I've been kind of hammering that home the last couple times I've done improv, which has been not so frequently lately, not so frequently. But as often as I do improv where electricity is involved, I like to try and mention that. I have some great people here with me tonight. I have some really fantastic improvisers here with me. I have Alex French, Claire Ayub, I've got Corey Palmer, Kevin Hines, and Langan Kingsley. We're going to try to do Harold. That's what we're going to try to do. I don't know if you know the form or if you're unfamiliar with it, but if you've seen improv, it's a popular improv form. It's popular when you see long form improv and electricity's combined. A lot of times it tends to be a Harold. I'm not sure what was popular before electricity. Corey, you've got a random word generator up, right?
I do. My good friends at creativitygames.net have provided us with a random word generator that's going to give us a suggestion for the set.
You're really interested in branding them, huh? That's the second time you've mentioned creativity.net.
Well, they're great personal friends of mine. I just want to, if anyone's interested in some games that'll inspire creativity within them,
Is that
check
true?
them out.
Is that true?
Nah.
No, not true. You're a liar. All right. Great. So let's get a suggestion from creativity.net.
All right. Our suggestion is breaks.
Breaks.
Hey, Carol, can I chat with you a sec?
Yeah, what's up, Dak?
I just want to chat about your break schedule that you've been taking lately.
Oh, is there something wrong?
Yeah, it's just you kind of disappear for a while. You kind of disappear for most of the day. And you come back a little out of sorts.
But I end up
what I'm
getting at least one thing done every day afterwards, because I'm just
right,
feel
and that's
better after about a
yeah, that's the second thing I want to address is we're trying to do more than one thing a day here. We're trying to do multiple things a day.
Oh, well, I just feel like, if you do one good thing every day, you've really made something of yourself.
Right, no, and that's not our mission statement or quota at all here. Our quota is get as much done as possible. This is the fucking Container Store,
I know. I know it's the Container Store, I know. I know we're like the Russian nesting dolls of container stores, I know. It's a lot of pressure to work here, and I just... What was that?
That's a great simile for you to use because we're a container store and things are contained within us. So on that front, you're doing great.
Thank you. I'm working on creative writing.
Yeah. What?
I've been working on my creativity. That's where I go on my breaks. I go to work on my novel.
Okay, please don't do that. We discourage all creativity here. We want you to sort of lock yourself in the dark plastic box world that we espouse and inhabit, okay?
Espouse and inhabit?
Yeah.
Hey, Teresa, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to let you know I made those copies, so I think I'm just going to head home and work on my puppet show.
No, that's not okay. I think everyone's a little confused about what's supposed to happen here. So
no. Oh, maybe you misheard. I made the copies.
Yeah,
Good
right.
job, Carl. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Well, all right. Well, it's not quite in. All right, everyone. Maybe I've been lax in sort of setting the rules here. Okay, so let's just go over them again. Relentless productivity until the day we die. That's the Container Store motto, okay?
Yeah. And I did my productivity for today. I did my task.
Right. No one needs copies here. You all sell Container Store items on the floor, so we don't have any office.
Well, I opened one of the boxes and I closed it again, and I replaced it on the shelf. So I did something box-related before I worked on my novel.
Oh. How are those novels going, by the way?
You know what? I'm a little stuck on my introduction, but you have to start out strong before you really hit your stride.
Have you considered making the narrator unreliable?
Oh.
We cut away from this great advice, and we find ourselves in a auto body shop. Yeah, it just spun out. I was hitting the brakes, but the car spun out. It was like I wasn't pumping on anything, you know? It's just like useless.
Yeah, yeah. Well, is there a chance that you were power sliding? You were maybe like drifting?
The car, I'm not familiar with that term. I'm not a mechanic.
Okay, well, it's not so much a mechanic thing. It's more into tuner culture.
What now?
Basically, a tuner culture. It's mostly like youths. They go to parking lots or under bridges, and they drop their cars down real low, and they squeeze real tight on their emergency brake, and they just drift all over the place.
Okay, well, I'm not a tuner, so I don't know. I'm not sure what you're talking about. My
Oh,
car. Here's what happened. I was driving up by Bear Mountain, where it's
sure.
got those tight turns near cliffs,
Real
and
tight.
I was trying to stop to take a picture with my wife, and the car would not stop. It would not stop. It was horrifying. It was absolutely horrifying.
Now, did the car start to sort of turn sideways and maybe like do it a little screeching, and you were like moving perpendicular?
Maybe. I mean, there were some tight turns because the car. I couldn't slow down the speed either. I had to
Right.
wait for like I just didn't hit the gas anymore.
So you would
But
say
I was going downhill, so.
yeah. You would say as you were turning, you were maintaining the certain level of speed, so you didn't really lose any of your maximum speed in the turn. Now that sounds like an ideal drift to me.
Hey, dude, I just want to just check in with you for a second. I want you to help me fix my car.
I want you to be the best driver you can be, and to be quite honest with you, it sounds like maybe drifting in the power slide tuner culture might be your calling.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's definitely, look, it's not my calling. I'm very tame. That would not be the kind of thing I want to get involved in.
Now it doesn't have to be like a wild child. You don't have to be some kind of rebel. I know a lot of people coming here with their Subarus and their Toyotas, and
Right?
they during the day. There's a friend of mine, Jake. He's an
Yeah.
accountant. He's an accountant. He's a certified CPA. You know what he does at night? Power slides all over
This
his place.
power slide? Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want you to look at my Kia. I want you to find out what's wrong with the brake. I want you to fix it because I've got to go back up to Bear Mountain half a week from now. I've got the second part of the family reunion in half a week.
I mean, if you really want me to, I can. But I'm going to tell you, if you take traditional slow down turns through those tight curves up on Bear Mountain, you're going to lose a lot of your top speed, and it's just not going to be ideal. And
Okay.
there are a lot
want
of
you
people who would kill to be able to drift as well as you do.
Did you disable my brakes when I brought the car in last week for the oil change? Did you disable my brakes when I had the car in last week?
Disable your brakes?
Yeah.
If anything, I accentuated them.
Did you stop them from being able to stop the car?
Did I allow them to be able to drift in an excellent fashion
You
throughout
did
tight
that. So,
corners?
okay, so you did that. You did that to my car. You did that to my car.
You've got a sick Kia, okay? You've got a fantastic Kia, and you are doing the world a disservice by not being a tuner culture power slide drift freak. You need to be out there drifting.
I don't know what to do here, man. I don't know what to do because part of what you're saying like appeals to me. Like I've always felt like I've got like something in me. You know what I mean? Like something a little bit nasty. You know, like a little bit like dangerous.
This is what I wanted to hear.
But
I
my
saw it
fa-
in your eyes. When you came in here last week, I saw it in your eyes. I saw your wife standing behind you, and I saw you look at her, and I saw love. I saw love in those eyes, and then you turned around and you looked at the car, and I saw passion. I saw the same kind of love for your car as you had for your wife. Both of those looks were equal.
The Kia is my first car. That's the thing. It's not like a very fancy car when you get down to it, but the Kia is for me is like an explosion of power.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what? None of the best drifting cars are particularly fancy cars. You know what the number one tuner culture ride is? A Subaru Impreza.
Really?
You ever heard anybody go, "Hey, nice Subaru Impreza"?
No, I have not.
No, those
Yeah.
words have never been spoken.
So let's say I follow your advice. Let's say I let you talk me into you not fixing my car. What's the next step for me? Like, where do I go from here? Because I'm going to crash into cars just leaving here. I'm going to crash into cars at stoplights.
Buddy, it's as easy as getting some slightly colored headlights, some fuzzy dice on your mirror,
Yeah.
and the shiniest, biggest shifter knob you have ever seen.
We got to a local park where there's a child's third birthday party happening.
All right, make a wish.
Okay.
Oh,
All right,
Made
all
it.
right. There's some sort of confusion here. Peter,
Yeah.
it's not your birthday.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
It's
It was my birthday last week.
Sure.
We didn't celebrate it.
Yeah, well,
it's my day now. It's my
Carol's
day.
birthday now, not yours,
It's my
Peter.
day, Peter.
And I'm sorry, it was your birthday last week, really, huh?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
This isn't a joint thing?
No, this is just Carol's birthday. It was really your birthday last week.
Yeah, well, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Huh. How old are you now?
29?
Whew. Well, I lost track. I lost track of your birthday. I thought you were 26.
Yeah, I'm 29. Remember, we had a big thing for my 26th because it was my golden birthday.
Yeah, because you were born on the 26th.
Yeah.
I lost track at some point. Whew, that was a big party, and I think I sort of just decided that was it.
Oh,
Yeah, Carol, I'm figuring something out here, sweetheart.
Can we relight the candle so I can float out?
You didn't get your wish,
Carol, can you chill for a sec?
Carol, you didn't get your wish. You get one shot at those things. All right?
God.
All right, Carol, you're 7 now. You need to understand how wishes work. Your brother, who's apparently 29, and I thought he was 26, learned that a long time ago. All right, Carol?
Yeah.
Dad, I know you and Peter recently started talking again, but I just feel like
Whoa,
you're
wait, what's this? Hold on.
overshadowed.
Started talk. Did we stop talking for a while, Peter?
Dad, I wasn't calling you. I didn't call you for almost 3 years, almost the past 3 years since that party. I haven't called you.
That party was awesome. That was a great party, and I just feel like that felt like yesterday.
Dad, that's honestly part of the problem. You got busted up at that party. You just got completely blitzed.
I don't know. It was fun to drink with my son. I never thought that was going to happen.
Yeah, me neither. It started out as fun.
You know,
and
when
then
you turned
honestly,
21, remember when you turned 21, you're like, I'm not going to drink.
Yeah.
And then you turned 26, and you're like, I'm going to start drinking now, Dad.
Well, I saw what it did to you growing up. And then I hit 26, and I thought, well, maybe just I'll have one drink with him.
Yeah. Oh, so much fun.
It wasn't.
Wasn't fun for you?
No.
Carol, you were 4 at the time. Do you remember this party?
I remember that I had half a beer and I fell asleep for a long time.
That's my
What?
girl. Half a
You
beer.
gave her half a beer?
I probably wanted her to drink the whole beer, to be honest.
I had a cold and he said it'd make me feel better.
Did it?
I don't remember. I fell asleep for a very long time.
Carol, it's your birthday. What do you want to drink? Whiskey?
Carol.
Peter, hold on. It's not your
whiskey
birthday.
Neat. Whiskey neat.
Whiskey neat?
No. Carol. How about,
Neat.
why don't we give you a Capri Sun or something? How about a soda? You can even have a soda.
A soda?
Yeah, do you want some? How about some Mountain Dew?
Rum and Coke.
No soda. Soda's bad for you. Too much sugar.
No soda? Dad.
Dad, I can't believe
Okay,
on.
we cut to a room in a church basement. Okay, everyone. We're all here because our girlfriends said they wanted to take breaks from us.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh.
Trying to figure out how to fill that time
I have
until we win back.
so much free time.
Have you guys ever realized how long a week is? Just putting that out there. Because, whoa, a lot of time, a lot of empty time. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've been coming home most nights this past week, and I don't know what to do. A couple times I just sat in my room and screamed for an hour or two.
I went to Bed Bath & Beyond and looked at throw pillows.
Oh, that's nice. That sounds nice.
Yeah, but I didn't know how to do it without Stephanie. I just felt like I was, I don't know, I felt like I was fooling myself.
Hmm.
I just stared at those pillows. They kicked me out of the store when they closed, and
Oh.
they were right. I mean, I wasn't going to buy any. But that's all I know now.
You know, the
Yeah.
other day I was at work over at Consolidated Cardboard, and I didn't do anything the whole day. I sort of procrastinated my whole 8-hour shift, and then about 10 minutes before I was supposed to get out of work, I started doing what I was supposed to be doing when I first got in that day, and I ended up staying for 8 more hours. I did my full day shift after my actual shift just to pass the time. So I was at work
Smart.
for 16 hours that day.
Smart.
Wow.
You know, the hardest time for me every night after Lisa left was making dinner. When I put the dinner in the stove, that was used to always use Lisa to eat up that time. But
Yeah.
recently, I've just been screaming after I put the dinner in my stove, and that really fills up the time for me pretty good.
Max, I don't know if you belong here. I mean, your wife left you. We're all on breaks. I mean,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah,
taking like
man.
a week off or a month off. I mean,
Yeah, like Max, all of our girlfriends on the way out the door explicitly like grabbed us by the shoulders and said, "Just so you know, I'm gonna be back."
Yeah, like
yeah,
she was like, just remember TBD. Do you know what I
yeah.
mean?
I mean,
Yeah,
Stephanie's working in Germany for a month, then she's back. I mean,
Carol, before she headed off, just looked me straight in the face and she said, I want you to know I fucked you last night, but that's not going to be the last time I'll fuck you. I'll be back, and I'm going to make love to you again better than I ever did before.
And then Bridget was leaving the house to go on that Amtrak trip across the country, and she was like, I want to fuck whoever I want to fuck. And I was like, I love you, baby. She's coming back.
yeah. I
Nina's still
think,
living in the apartment. She's sleeping in the bathroom. We don't interact. She said, I don't want to have to like pay for a hotel or stay with a friend, so I'm just going to sleep in a different room.
yeah.
But I would appreciate it if we create independent spaces. So
Now,
she's
Max, what did your
Yeah.
wife do? I should
You're
say.
your wife, Max.
this is not the
Right.
first time that Lisa has taken off. She's divorced me before and come back and dated me again afterwards. So like I realize that our situation is different, but I still think that like once she gets done
I just,
fucking the guys she wants to fuck, and also the other women and
I just feel like there's a lot of
objects.
groups for recently divorced people. This is like the only group I could find for guys on breaks.
I think that's me though. I think that she'll come back. I really
I don't
do.
know. Max, I don't know.
Last-
It sounds like it could be over, but like all of us kind of had clear breaks. Like for me, Denise is visiting her family down south. She left about a week ago, but I'm pretty sure she said she was going to be back in 2 or 3 weeks. You know, it's hard to hear what she said because I was screaming.
Maybe I am trying to force a square peg in a round hole. I'll leave. Bye. Sorry, guys.
No, don't
But remember
leave.
what I said about screaming during dinner, because that is helpful. What's up?
Hey, don't leave. Maybe just take a break.
Yeah.
yeah, Max. Why don't you just step outside for a couple hours and then come back in?
Yeah.
Maybe I
Yeah.
could just, you know
Step
what?
outside for a couple hours, scream, and then come back.
What if I just spend some time behind the flag in the corner? It could be my separate space. Don't interact with me. I won't interact with you.
That sounds real nice, Max.
It's
Sounds
a nice
nice.
flag.
Okay, I'll go over there now.
Max, this is actually embarrassing, but the folds that you created in the flag, they actually shape the flag that it ends up looking like a Nazi symbol. So if you could just like maybe, yeah, that's great.
Great. Thanks, Max.
Thanks, Max.
So should we get back to playing stiff as light as a feather, stiff as a board?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
And we cut away from the church basement, across town, back to the Container Store, where the manager is holding a meeting with all the employees.
Okay, everyone, I just want to kind of clarify some things because there's been some confusion about what we do at the Container Store. All right, we sell containers, okay, and we sell the most containers out of any store in the United States and possibly the world. And it sounds like a lot of people are getting up to some other stuff. So I just want to kind of go around the room and see what people are getting up to in their workday. So Carl, I'll start with you. You've been selling containers, right?
Me?
Yeah.
I've not been selling containers.
Okay, well, what, pray tell, have you been doing?
Well, I mean, I get here, I come first, right, and I unlock the store, and I turn on the lights, and I get everything going in the morning. And then I sort of take off, and I'm training for a marathon, and so I go out, I do some stretches, and there's a track in that park, so I run down to the park, and I run around the track for a while, and I've lost a lot of weight.
Okay,
Yeah,
You
look
look
great.
great.
Thank you.
You look
Thank
really
you.
great.
this is a prime example of what someone shouldn't be doing, and
Mhm.
I just want to, it's great for
No,
you,
no.
Carl, and I appreciate you've lost weight.
But I open the store. That's my thing, right?
Yeah.
What,
If it wasn't for you,
the store is always open when we get here.
Yeah. Often I leave, there's no one in there, but
Yeah,
That's
we
fine.
kind of need to do more than one thing. It's possible to do more than one thing during a day. For example, Randy the other day sold 800 file folders. Isn't that right, Randy?
yeah, I sold them, but to be honest, I wasn't trying to.
What?
hey, man, that's
Basically, what
not your
happened?
fault, Randy. That just happens. That just
Yeah.
happens, man.
Randy, you're naturally
No,
charismatic.
that's it's a good thing, Randy. What? I don't
I-
understand this. Was it a
Here's
mistake?
the thing though. I don't want to overstep my bounds. I had sort of already done my job for the day. I'd already sort of cleaned out the break room, and I was actually heading on the way out, and some people asked me if the containers were for sale, and I said yeah, and then
Oof.
I
Yeah, it does sound like you overstepped your bounds a little bit.
I should have. I
That's
know.
my worst nightmare.
Yeah, I try to be silent on my way out usually, but it just kind of caught me by
Okay.
surprise.
You were stepping exactly within your bounds. Look, this is enough. I'm think of 2 things to do tomorrow. All right, you got to do 2 things during the day, and you're not allowed to take any
You're
breaks.
doubling our jobs?
This is.
Yeah.
Are we getting
God.
overtime for this?
Yeah, what?
No, you're not getting overtime. You're working the same amount of time you were before. You're
Okay,
just
I don't
doing
even
more
understand
than-
how I can open the store twice.
No. Think of something else to do, Carl. Think of one other thing you can do during
Oh,
the day.
great.
Does one does one of my things count if it's using the bathroom?
No.
Oh.
Because I don't use the bathroom at work, but I could if it counts.
Excuse me, I'm sorry to barge in here. There are no employees on the sales floor. I'm looking for a wicker basket. I'm having trouble finding the size I need.
Everyone stand very still.
Don't move. You'll go away.
Is there anyone in here? Hello? I could have sworn I heard voices.
And we cut away from this to a fiery crash where two highway patrolmen are overlooking this disaster.
Son of a bitch.
How about that?
This is rough.
Hmm.
Look at those skid marks.
Like the guy couldn't stop.
He was so close to making it out of this turn, he probably would have kept a maximum speed of at least 95, 97 miles an hour.
Hey, I didn't take my sidearm with me today because it discharged in my bedroom this morning.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, when I picked it up, it just sort of just went off.
Did it hit that little paper target that you've got plastered up on your window?
Yeah, it did hit that. Yeah.
Can I hazard a guess as to the location on the target, as to where it hit?
Sure. Yeah.
Go ahead and say smack dab in that bullseye.
Yeah, it did. When you were over last night, you moved where the target was, and the bullet this morning went right through the bullseye through my window. Did you do something to my gun last night?
Randall, you're a crack shot.
I barely spent any time at the shooting range.
Yeah, but have you ever really taken a look at your fingers? Got a good look at the motion of your hands as you move it in your belt, in your holster area?
No, I haven't.
You've got all three of the primary tenets needed to be an official crack shot. You've got precision, you've got dexterity, and you've got big knuckles.
So you did something. You did something to my gun last night when you were over?
Yeah, I tightened up the spring on your trigger. It's legally the most sensitive that a gun can be now without being considered just a bullet.
I didn't even touch the trigger. I just touched the gun. It went off. It banged off against my head. It jumped from my side table.
The gun did?
Yeah, I touched the gun. It exploded. The bullet flew out of the gun straight into the window. The thing banged off my head. And a second bullet went off, and it hit the woman. Yeah, 2 bullets went off. Twice.
Can I hazard a guess as to where that second bullet went?
I'm telling you, it hit the woman in the apartment above me. Is where it went. It went into her leg. She was still sleeping.
Into her leg?
To her calf. Now, I don't like her. I don't like her.
If I remember correctly, you were just mentioning last week as to how she's got a few outstanding warrants.
That's right. I looked her up. I investigated my apartment mate, and she's late for jury duty, and it makes me furious.
Randall, you got to face it. You're a crack shot and you're a perp slayer.
I want to kill her. I know that. I want to kill her.
This is who you are, and this is who you have to be. And if I can take any steps to make you a better version of yourself, I will do it.
So you knew I touched the gun, it would hit the bullseye that you had moved, that I had had on my window for years, and then bounce off my head and fire into the leg of the woman who's never gone to jury duty, just doesn't care about that duty, thinks if she's too good for that law. That's a law she's not going to...
Did you think you actually had a cut on your forehead when I was at your apartment last night? When I put that great big padded Band-Aid on your forehead? Did you think I was really covering it up? No. Yeah. I was protecting you from a concussion from the shot you were going to take this morning.
You told me a zit had formed on my head and that it had exploded and was bleeding.
Randall, you're an adult. You don't get acne.
Well, I used to.
That was a different time. That was before you had developed your skills. It's before you had your gift. It's before you were cracking shots and before you were slaying perps.
Feels like yesterday. God, the smoke from this crash.
Oh.
We cut away from this disaster car crash to a elementary school where a teacher is entering a principal's office. Hey, Principal Sullivan?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I went into my math class where I teach, and there's a new teacher in there.
Bill?
Yeah.
You don't work here anymore.
What are you talking about? I teach algebra. I teach algebra to the 6th graders.
No, you taught algebra to the 6th graders a few years ago, but I had to let you go after the sort of the teachers' PTA softball game.
What are you talking about? Friday's game?
No, I don't know if you played in a game on Friday, but the game I'm referring to happened several years ago.
No. I remember the game very clearly, and the weekend hit, and I'm back at work. That's how that works, right? You weren't expecting me to come in this weekend, were you?
No.
Did I get fired for not coming in on the weekend?
Bill, that's not what happened. I let you go several years ago because you...
Hey, Rick, sorry to barge in, but could you just sign off on this timesheet real quick?
Yeah, no problem.
What's he doing here?
Russell, I'm taking care of it.
No,
hey,
Russ, get him the fuck out of here. My knee still doesn't work.
Russell, please.
Hey, come on, Russ. I was safe.
Are you kidding me? Yeah. I'm not talking about that bad call. I'm talking about when you thrashed me with a baseball bat the next day. You came to my home and you thrashed me.
Bill, you thrashed Russell and you thrashed a couple other people.
I thrashed them?
You thrashed them. You came to people's homes with baseball bats and you thrashed them.
I just need to get a few more pencils for my room. And
Denise, you're not going to want to. I'll send the
Denise.
pencils to your.
oh my fucking God.
What was?
I never thought the
I don't-
day would come when I would see you again. You
Bill.
burned my fucking house.
What? Look, guys, I know it was a great baseball game or a great softball game. Sorry, but I don't think it was that big a deal. You guys are acting like it was years ago. It was a small little softball game. I'm sorry, I got a
Bill,
little
I don't know.
heated.
It got. Bill, this is not a time for puns. You burned down her house.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I just meant like the game got close. I got in some arguments with some of you guys, but I vaguely remember going home after that, and getting a good night's sleep, and waking up and saying, "You know what? I'm gonna go on Monday and apologize."
Outside screaming, "Watch it burn, Sue! Watch it burn! Watch your fucking life burn to the fucking ground!"
I mean, I don't remember doing that, but then again, I told you to bunt, and you took a swing, which kind of cost us the game. So
You carved out a hole in my knee and you stuck the baseball bat into it.
I was safe.
I'm
Right.
not talking about the slide, Russ.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm
If there's
talking
something
about the
between us,
basket
it's safe or
rampage.
out.
Hey, I've got these. The money from the fundraiser. Do I leave it in here from the brownie sale, or do I?
Did I miss the brownie sale?
There's the guy. Where have you been? Huh? What a game! What a game you played.
Sandy, don't encourage him.
I like this guy. I like what he's about. He's intense. Yeah, I messed up in that game. I was a dead weight. You
Sure.
came over to my house the next day. You cut off my hands. I have no hands. I've got these
Oops. I
adjustments
did that?
now.
Did I really do that?
Yeah.
You were a terrible shortstop. You shouldn't have said you could play shortstop.
What was I thinking? Well, I haven't made that mistake again.
Sandy, I apologize on Bill's behalf. You shouldn't be forgiving him. What he did that day was unforgivable to a number of people. Bill, my best guess is that you've been living in some sort of fugue state for the last 2+ years since that incident.
I was mad after the baseball game, after the softball game. I was pretty mad.
Yeah, please, just call. There shouldn't be any confusion. It's softball.
Well, I mean, I brought baseball with me, and then everyone had softballs, and that's where it started, to be honest. I got mad.
Bill,
I got mad there, and I was mad the whole game.
I'm gonna be straight with you. I'm just gonna come out and ask it. What was that? What was that glowing neon powder you sprinkled into your water after the end of the game?
I drink uranium to encourage muscle growth.
Oh, I'll start doing that.
Yeah, I recommend it. I mean, that's why I'm so strong.
Sandy,
2 home
don't.
runs. 2 home runs.
We cut to a local movie theater's Friday night showing of You've Got Mail.
Oh my God, it's so great. It's back in theaters.
It's just
Yeah,
the
I
re-release.
missed seeing
Like
it the
re-release
first
it every day of
time
my
around.
life.
Wow. This is going to be fun, I think.
Yeah. Is this the Criterion edition?
I think so.
Yeah.
It must be. It is.
Yeah, apparently. Oh, yeah. I think they're even going to be playing some, like, deleted scenes and stuff.
Yeah, it's starting to play. It's playing.
Oh, I heard there's going to be a whole extra email. Never before read
Ooh,
on
I
the
can't-
screen.
I can't wait.
Hey, Becky, could you come over to my desk? Can you tell me if I should send this or not?
This email right here?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I should send it or if it's too in your face, you know?
Listen, I know this is out of nowhere, and we rarely talk. What if you and I go on a cruise for a year and just fuck the shit out of each other?
Wow. I don't feel that way about you at all.
You don't feel that way about me?
Oh my God.
You don't feel that way about me?
Oh my God.
Why'd you call me over your desk if you didn't want to fuck me for a year?
Oh my,
Oh
Becky.
my God, I have no idea But the children's bookstore employees have this backstory.
No, I thought the emails were just always so subtle and quirky and fun, and this is just, wow.
It's sexy.
Real sexy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess in the original it mostly just shows them sending emails at home.
Yeah.
But not at work.
Not in an office setting.
This is rich.
Becky,
There
listen.
are.
The fact is, if you want to pull a man, you got to send him some naked pics over the emails.
Well, okay, I mean, if they'll be tasteful.
They can't. They can't be
They
tasteful.
can't be
They need to be vile.
Oh my God, wow.
Vile photos of me?
Yeah. Find the biggest thing you got in your home and put it inside yourself. And take a picture of it.
Okay, I mean, the biggest thing I have is a cactus, though. That would really hurt.
Rules are rules, Becky. Do you want to pull this man? Do you want him on your cruise or not?
I want him. I want him to go. All right, I'm gonna.
Grab that cactus and get to inserting.
All right, I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna send an email through AOL.com.
Oh, that
A
was
giant
getting
cactus in
familiar.
my vagina.
Oh,
This cruise
never mind.
line was huge in the original. Who would have thought them going on cruises?
I know, cruises. What happened to the whole thing about him having a sister who's about, a quarter of his age?
Yeah,
hope
I
they
guess
don't
they
like-
just Yeah. Who knows what's going to happen with that plot line? Maybe they're just getting rid of it altogether in this one.
Hey,
What I'm
sis,
shocked
hey,
at-
sis, I just got some very disturbing emails. I got some very disturbing photos by email, and I just think I need to lay low for a little bit. I need to just get out of.
Okay.
Okay?
I mean, are you implicated in a crime? Or?
No, I'm not. It's Becky from work. It's Becky from the store. And
Oh,
she's sending me very disturbing images.
she's
I'm
got a little bit of
also,
a crush on you, right?
yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. She's interested.
Yeah.
But I've met someone else that I'm more interested in, and I'm kind of like, I don't know. So I get started because I'm getting a kind of psycho feeling from Becky, you know?
Well, I'm glad to hear you're happy, but I'm worried about you too because you think you might not be safe.
And this is a printout of one of the photos. What do you think of it? I'm scared to show my sister this.
My God, that is graphic. I wish you hadn't shown me that.
That's
Oh,
disturbing.
I'm glad they showed it. I'm glad they showed it.
Yes. Finally, I've been wondering, what is it going to look like? They showed it.
That's
Hey
the
guys,
drama.
sorry, could you just shut
And
the
there
fuck
it
up?
is. And there it is.
The movie's been playing for quite some time, and I don't mean to be rude, but you're offering like a little bit of a commentary on every goddamn scene. and
Hey,
it's driving me
I
insane.
like what they're saying. I like to hear their commentary. I think it's insightful.
Jeffrey,
Thank you.
So
Thank
can you be quiet and stop shutting them up?
Jeffrey, I told you this is our last date, and you're gonna
This is
make
a date?
You're gonna make it happen
You
like
think
this.
this is a date?
What?
Okay,
No.
that's our show. That's our show. There it is. We've done it. We've done it. We've done it. The first two rounds of a Harold, the first two segments of a Harold, leaving off the third and final, the crucial segment. We've left it off.
Da-da-da.
People will have to come back to Improv to see a Harold with that third section.
Be sure to tune in next week for the third beats of that Harold.
You know, I
Third
mean,
beats only.
you've probably seen third beats at Improv before, just like in-person Improv, you know, like where there's lights on the stage or someone's using music or something like that. Hey, everyone! Thanks so much for coming. This has been Alex French, Claire Ayub, Corey Palmer, Kevin Hines, and Langan Kingsley. Thank you so much. It was a great night showing you our improv scenes.